up, everybody? Dark Pro Gamer YT here. Welcome to the exciting 50th episode of the MP Toon Review series. Now, this is very special because, as if you've seen in the title and the picture here, we are doing, to celebrate this grand number for episodes, we are doing 3 cars for this. This is the first car we are looking at. This is the Rimac Concept 1, which I have tuned at 1499. The tune that I did is 091010. The tune is great, but the car ain't. Let's get into the stats here. The top speed is decent. It is 405 kilometers an hour. The acceleration is mid. It is 2.837 seconds. The handling is stiff. The drift radius is horrendous. And the nitro efficiency is bad. It's bland. It's bland. It's nice, but it's just bland in design, honestly. This decal does make it look a lot better, for sure, but it doesn't really... There's not much I can really say stands out to me on this. But, you know, it is definitely cool. But goddamn is the performance so bad. So, without further ado, let's take this car straight into multiplayer and see exactly how it does. And we will talk at the end of the race to discuss the final thoughts of its performance before moving on to the second car. Okay, and here we are with the final thoughts for the Rimac Concept 1 at $14.99. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, it's painful. Oh, it is so painful with this car. Oh, it's so bad. Man, the rebalance just is so freaking disastrous. Man. Owie for this car. Man, it just got absolutely trashed. Man, it got disrespected in its rebalance. Man, the drift radius is horrendous. The punch drift doesn't even help it at all. That nitro efficiency can't save you at all for basically most tracks. The only thing I can really say is decent on it is the top speed and the top speed and acceleration. I mean, even the acceleration's not that great, but the handling's bad, the drift is horrible, and the nitro efficiency is horrible also. Oh my god. Man, this thing, I'm sorry. While it's cool tuned, the tune is good, but the car just absolutely sucks to infinite levels. Oh my god, I think this is the worst car I've ever tested. And all the time, I think this is the worst one I've tested. Man. I mean, if you want to have some fun tuning it to this rank, go right ahead, but I think it's honestly just going to be better at Pro. It's still not going to be very good at Pro either, but... Oh my god. Damn, that is like... It is depressingly hilarious how just awful it is. Anyway, with that one, let's move on to the second car we're going to discuss. Okay, and here is the second car we are looking at. This one right here. This is the Rimac Concept S, which I have tuned at 1679. The tune that I did is 110-10-10. Wow. Alright, let's get into the stats here. The top speed is 455 kilometers an hour. The acceleration is decent. It is 2.689 seconds. The handling is decent. The drift radius is actually kind of good. And the nitro efficiency is good. Now, it still looks like the basic Rimac, but this looks a lot better. One, it has the wing. And this is the cool thing I love about it. It does not have the headlights on those spots right there. The tail lights. Whoopsies. The tail lights are on the edges of the wings right here, which is cool. But this one looks a lot better compared to the Concept 1. I like this one. It definitely looks cooler racing with this one than it does with the Concept 1. Anyway, so without further ado, let's take this car straight into multiplayer and see exactly how it does. And we will talk at the end of the races to discuss the final thoughts on its performance before moving on to the final and third car. Okay, and here we are with the final thoughts for the Rimac Concept S at 1679. Man, I am actually very impressed with this car's performance. This thing does excellently good in this rank. If you can manage that acceleration at the start, which is, it's not bad, it's decent. It is decent. This car, honestly, is enjoyable to use. It competes very well in this rank, and it's just quite a shocker, given the last car we just discussed. Man. So this one's rebalance was actually justified, unlike the last car. Oh god, the last car was horrible. So this is a breath of fresh air, knowing that this car is at least good. It's just, its performance is very, very solid in this rank, and it's very, very enjoyable to use, especially since there's less suffering than there was with the Concept 1. Yikes. My god. Honestly, this car is honestly worth tuning for this rank. You will get some nice results with it. It does fight well. Just you gotta be careful with the acceleration because it is 2.6 seconds, so it's not gonna be like off the line super fast, but it is not bad at least. Just the top speed's great too, as well. I just wanted to state that. Plus that nitro efficiency. What a great, again, breath of fresh air. That it's good, much more better than its terribleness of this Concept 1. Anyway, that wraps up the review for this car. Let's move on to the third and final car. Okay, and here is the third and final car we are looking at. This is the Rimac Nevera, which I have tuned at 1772. The tune that I did for it is 2-4-10-10. Now this performance on this car is really good. Let's get into the stats here. The top speed is 477, 478 kilometers an hour. The acceleration is excellent. It is 2.375 seconds. The handling is mid-decent, I would say. So it's a little bit, in my terms, that would be stiff, but stiff. I can't English that. Stiff, but manageable. The drift radius is wide, but the punch drift really does help it. The nitro efficiency is decently good. This is a beauty. Of the three Rimacs, this is the most gorgeous one of them all. I love the look of this one. It really does look nice. It's really a really nice looking one. And I mean, I can definitely see the kind of like callback kind of looks to all the other Rimacs, of course. Rimac, however you say it. I say Rimac, I sometimes say Rimac, but mainly I mean Rimac. But it definitely is a fresh look to it. Anyway, without further ado, let's take this car straight into multiplayer and see exactly how it does, and we will talk at the end of the races to discuss the final thoughts of its performance. Okay, and here we are with the final thoughts for the Rimac Nevera at 1772. I am in love with this car's performance. Now, I'm not in love with the drift radius, and I mean, the drift radius is actually okay. I'm not in love with the handling, mainly. That's the big thing for me. But man, that acceleration is excellent! The top speed, little bit under, but that is... It's close. It's close enough. It's a little bit under, but it's not, like, dramatically under, at least. It can compete well. The Nitro Fant is decently good on it. And honestly, it does perform very, very well in this rank, and it is very much worth tuning for this rank. It's based, and honestly, it's just hella fun. Honestly, all of these cars, I can't say all of these cars, because the concept one really was not as fun to use. It was hilariously painful to use, but not that much fun. The Concept S and the Nevera are both very, very fun to use to me, honestly. So, I mean, 2 out of 3 ain't bad for these cars here. So yeah, absolutely worth tuning to this rank. It'll do great, and it'll get you some good results. And it's just absolutely fun to use. Also, guys, man, I gotta say, your support for this series goes a long way for us now hitting the 50th episode. I cannot believe it that we've gotten this far. 50 episodes! Holy shit! My god, guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Always from the bottom of my heart here, thank you guys for the constant support of this series. It touches me a lot to see this series continuing, and me being able to do all these improvements that I can for you with this to keep it strong and interesting for you guys. Anyway, that wraps up this entire MP Tune review. I thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.